Today, I'm going to share a secret with you. A secret that changed the life of a 24-year-old poor young man forever. His name was Hamid. He had nothing. No money, no support, no special skills. Just a broken little house and a heap of dreams. He lived in a tiny village, under the shadows of hardship. His father had passed away years ago, and the worried eyes of his mother carried nothing but concern and hope for him. Every day, Hamid worked tirelessly, lifting bricks, sweating under the sun, feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. Yet, every evening, he would look up at the sky, whispering to himself, "Oh God, when will my life change? Am I destined to live like this forever?" One day, in the village, Hamid met a wise old man. Around them, a few villagers were quietly observing. The elder didn't give a long speech. Instead, he simply said, "If you truly want to change your destiny, start waking up at 5 a.m. every morning. At that hour, the world is still, and the doors to endless possibilities are open." Some laughed, others scoffed, but Hamid felt a spark inside him. That very night, he went to bed with a new resolve. The next morning, long before the sun rose, his eyes opened. His body ached, but his heart was awake. He performed his prayers, and then sat silently, feeling the peace of the early morning, the birds singing their first notes, the air crisp and fresh. He picked up an old diary and wrote, "I will change my life." The first days were tough. Some mornings, he hit snooze and tried to sleep again. Sometimes, his body shivered from exhaustion. But he never gave up. Every day, he woke at 5 a.m., performed his prayers, and spent an hour learning something new. He watched educational videos on his phone, read books, and 3 months passed. Life was still tough. Money was still scarce. But Hamid had changed. He no longer complained. His mindset, his discipline, his inner strength, they all had begun to grow. 6 months later, he landed his first small online job. The payment was tiny, but it felt like a treasure to him. That day, he went to his mother and kissed her hands. "Mom, our life is going to change," he whispered. Her eyes filled with tears of pride and joy. A few years passed, and the same Hamid whom everyone once considered a failure had become a symbol of success in his village. People looked up to him. Children played around him, villagers smiled, and his story inspired many. When asked, "Was it really waking up at 5 a.m. that changed your life?" he smiled and said, "No, the magic wasn't in the hour. The magic was in the choice I made. When the world was still, I wrote my destiny with my own hands. The one who wins their morning, wins their life." And to this day, Hamid still wakes up at 5 a.m. every morning, because he knows that winning your morning is the first step to winning your life.